Hey, what's up, all my Earthlings and beings? It's Rod D at Orange Ninja News, where the news is what we do. Yo, so um, I'm not really going to do the regular talk news thing today because I want to talk about time and manipulating time in a way it could be just like having your own time machine. As far as like the normal person, we're always trying to get a lot done within a short time, and a lot of being successful has to do with using your time wisely and try to cut down on your unproductive time and a lot of the chill time where you can use it towards working towards your goals. So a little later, before I finish out, I'll be getting into a method that I use personally that really helps me out with time management. Maybe something similar to what I call my time machine, but I'll get you into that technique later, and I'll teach you that technique. But there's a wise quote by Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar is a guy that does a lot of motivational stuff, and one of his quotes was, "Lack of direction, not lack of time, is the problem. We all have 24-hour days." And that's pretty deep, because a lot of times we look at these guys that's successful. I know, like looking at, say, Steve Harvey or one of your favorite actors or actresses, somebody that we see doing big things in entertainment, and we just, assume like somebody put them there. But most of the guys, it's just a strong, healthy work habit. When the guy's doing like bunch of shows back to back, and he's always on the go and doing different events and stuff like that, it seemed like they're having a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, especially like I know with watching Steve Harvey, where he had the book out, he had the Steve Harvey show, he's got the morning radio show that he's had forever, and just got all these different projects going on at one time to make you think, oh, he must be more than one. It's like, must have some clones running around or something. And a lot of people were saying that, but actually, he has assistants and stuff like that. Like, at 2 o'clock we have this, from 2 o'clock to that, and then after that we got to go over here for this appearance, and So, but at the end of the day, man, you would have to think something like that will be draining. And I was looking at listening to his morning show. He always talks about that, and he's like, you have to do what you have to do, so later on you can just chill and stuff and do what you want. Do what you have to do now, so later on you can chill and do what you want. Which that's another real deep quote right there. And I think a lot of success is about that. And I mean, I thought of talking about how to keep up with time and manipulate time, so you get you can utilize time and have your best days, from just questions that I get sometimes when, because I drive trucks full time and I still do YouTube videos and do all types of stuff, and cats are like, "Yo, man, how is that even possible? Like, how do you juggle everything and have time?" And so I was like, I think I have to, share that secret, so that they kind of pay it forward, and break out a little bit of knowledge. And with me, it basically started when I was in the military, when I was in the Navy. Everything was, you have to be on point, you have to be on time, early muster, and this and that, and everything was about time. And they basically show you how to utilize your time and get everything done, and everything will be timed out. Especially like even starting off in boot camp, they have different exercise and different stuff you have to do at different time intervals, and you have to get everything done. And so you will have like a program. And then you just get used, after that, you just get used to kind of like writing to-do lists and stuff for yourself and trying to, get everything in, make sure that you're not forgetting something important or whatnot. And so that's where I started with basically figuring out how to get everything done and utilize my time to my benefit is by writing a to-do list, basically. And that's what I call my time machine, writing a to-do list. And I usually then at the end of the day, I just rip it up or whatever, or if it's like one or two things I need to carry on to the next day, I might carry those on to the next list. Other than that, at the end of the day, I usually just rip up the list, and the next day you start it fresh, and you're like, okay, what's my goals today? What's the most important stuff on the list? What's the fire that's got to be put out? What's the most important thing on the list? And you can highlight that or put a star by it or whatever. And that's the most important thing, that if you don't do nothing else that day, you have to get that one done. And then the rest of the stuff is like icing on the cake, you know what I'm saying? I never worry about putting stuff from the most important to the least or anything like that. It's just that anything that's like the emergency situation or the most important thing, that'll be the thing that I usually, focus on first. Make sure that's knocked out, and then you can go down the list. And another thing is like trying to spend too much time on one project or another and being like a perfectionist on it. That'll kind of mess you up because, if you got 10 different things you have to do that day, you know what I'm saying, and you spend your bulk amount on just one project and trying to be a perfectionist on it and try to have that project just perfect. Like say if you was painting a picture or something, it just had to be perfect. It's like, you never get done because you never feel like something's perfect. It's just like me when I'm doing videos or whatever. I'll be like, it's not exactly how it can be more perfect than that. And then I start, just overthinking stuff and wasting too much time on one project when I got a whole to-do list and got other stuff to do. So I try to, keep time conscious too while I'm knocking stuff out. And I have a couple of more intelligent quotes about time that I'd like to share with you. The most efficient way to live reasonably is every morning to make a plan of one's day and every night to examine the results obtained. That's a quote by Alexis Carrel, which is basically my time machine secret. Is starting off the day, write a little short to-do list, and at the end of the day, you look your list over. Go ahead, you can rip that up, throw it away, and the next day is a whole nother day. Now, if it was something on the list that you was like, oh, this is the only thing I didn't get to, and it's important to me, so I want to do it the next day, then that could carry on to the next day's list. But other than that, as a whole, you should be done with that list, and the next day is the next day, basically. Okay, here's another quote. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. That's by Michael Altshuler. And that's pretty deep. Yeah, everybody says time flies, but you're the pilot. So you should be manipulating time to serve your purpose and utilizing time and making it work the best for you. And as long as you're doing something positive and productive towards your own life, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're the pilot of your time. It's your time lifeline. So, yeah, and I think I remember as far as back as I can remember, as far as a smart, intelligent quote that I heard about time. I'll be way back. I was in high school working at a fast food place, and a lady, I can't really remember her name, but something like Miss Betsy or something like that. But she was a nice older lady, and she would always say, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean, which basically relates to always keeping yourself busy. I was on the clock working, so I don't see nobody just kicking it like I'm taking a break or something when I'm supposed to be working, and something like that to keep you being productive, and you're getting the most production you can out your day, basically. And yeah, but I always thought that was a real cool quote. You got time to lean, you got time to clean. So I would always try to use my time productive. And yeah, so that's basically the secret, man. It's basically being focused on your goals and focus on what you need to get done on the daily. And that's how you end up having time for everything. And to other people, it even look like, yo, how's this guy possible to get all this done? And he's always doing this or doing that. And yeah, I mean, that's what it basically boils down to, time management. And the practice of that is very simple. Like I say, you could just write yourself a to-do list on the daily and throw that list away at night. And you try that a couple of times, and you'll see. I mean, I promise you, you'll get more out of your day and get more done when you're actually focused on stuff and you're not just, just going with the flow and do it however. You actually you're moving with a purpose. You're actually focused. You're really trying to get something done and be productive. All right, so that has been the video for the secret of your personal time machine. I hope it helps out and that you have that you'll be able to use this technique for yourself and get more out of your day and be more productive in whatever your goals are and whatever you're planning to do. All right, and with that, as I usually say about this time, y'all be peaceful. Till the next time, be blessed and peace.